Good morning, good evening, good day. It's Tracy back from Mackley House. How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing fabulous. As you can see, I've been doing a little bit of crafting whilst my hand was getting better, and look, it's so much better now. I've got a little bit of flaking skin, but yeah, I've recovered. In case you don't know, I burnt it on some really strong vinegar that I was trying to kill some weeds in the garden. Yep, and I wasn't wearing gloves like a stupid person. So I was doing a little bit of crafting. So this is, I think, the layout of the page that I'm going to do for each of my diamond paintings. I'm just going to put the basics down on here, you know, the size of the canvas, the name of the canvas, how much I paid for it, and then I'm going to put a picture of it here. That's all the details I need for my logbook. It's just a flick through, it's just so that I don't reorder the same ones. So that's what I've been doing. And this is the book. I'll just go get it. I had this leather bound book that I'd got from Elizabeth Crafts, and I thought I'd use this for my diamond painting. So I've been sort of making up some pages and sticking them in here, doing a little bit of putting a few diamonds on them, etc. But once I like get more close to the finish of it, I've ordered a few more bits for it, etc. And I want a tag to hang the pictures on. I'll show you it, especially once I've updated all the actual paintings into here. But I thought I'd show you, because I've been asked how you're getting on, what I've been up to. So we'll start off with that. So we're going to move this book aside, this palette aside, because that's what I craft on, and I'll get out my WIP. So hold on. Let's put this up here near Miss Daisy. It's really hot today, really hot. Put your mouse over there, Trace, that'll work fine. So this is what I've been working on. This is my current WIP, and it is the picture of, let me turn it around, of me and Mr. Monty. There's Mr. Monty, isn't he cute? I really like the shock of orange amongst all the darkness. That's pretty much all that I like. And I was saving my ugly mug till last, so I'm working this section. So we'll twist it around. And this is the bit I've been working on. Now, we don't get anywhere near complete on one of these, because I think one of these sections takes me, I think, about 2.5 hours to complete this size. So roughly half, and I know we're good for an hour of a chat. So let me change glasses. Got to have me super zoomy specs. Oh, okay. We're not in the middle at all, Trace, are we? But we will zoom in as much as I can. Oh, right, what are we working on? Okay. Now, I was doing this yesterday. I haven't been sitting here that much because it's so hot at the moment here in the UK. And sitting here is, especially without a fan going, it gets a little bit stifling. Let's continue working on this. Let's work on the dots. Okay, so let's get my tray out. My pen. I've got my little art dot wax that came out of the last art dot kit. Look at the state of my peeling hands. Can you see that? I mean, they're pretty gnarly, but they were really bad at one stage, so they've healed quite nicely. But they just look a little bit But yeah, this came out of the art dot kit that I just did. I love a little bit of art dot. Okay, right, so we're working on dots. Oh, I went blank then, didn't know where I was. Okay, now it's been a little while, hasn't it, since our last little whip and chat. And I must admit, I've missed it. Let's push that up there. And plonk that like that. Yeah, I've missed it. I've missed it quite a bit. Have you missed me? Let's begin. So, what's been happening in the world of Traz? Not a lot. I mean, we can all have pretty boring, repetitive lives, can't we? But I was getting ready for a viewing, and I had to get rid of some of the weeds that had gone absolutely nuts in the garden. And I don't really like to use weed killer, proper weed killer. So I make up my own, and I use a strong vinegar with salt and some washing up liquid. And on a nice sunny day, it kills the weeds stone dead. So it's kind of an instant thing. You can pretty much see the weeds dying after about, I don't know, about an hour. And yeah, so I went onto Amazon and I needed some more vinegar. So I bought some vinegar. Now, you're supposed to buy maybe the strongest vinegar you can, which is like acetic acid, isn't it? Is that how you say it? Acetic? I don't know. And I bought, I think it was 30% because that's all I could find. And I thought, right, I'll give this one a go. It was a slightly different brand to what I normally get. It's really strong. I mean, you can't sniff it even. It's burn the hair out of your nose if you go for sniffing in the bottle. So I thought, okay, it smells pretty strong. You know, as you're opening it and pouring it, I'll go for it. Well, I had a new sprayer bottle and it kept getting clogged, which maybe I didn't dissolve the salt enough. So I think the salt was blocking the nozzle. And I'm getting a little bit, you know, miffed with it. And I yanked the nozzle off and I thought, oh, I've got to go and rinse it again. So as I yanked the nozzle off of it, the vinegar spilt all over my hand. And I thought, because it's vinegar, I didn't take a lot of notice. I just thought, oh, it's vinegar, isn't it? I didn't feel a tingle or anything like that. I didn't feel anything. So I didn't take much notice of it. But because it's a nice, really hot, sunny day as well, my hands sort of dried out fairly quickly with the vinegar on. I did eventually go in and rinse it, but I don't think I rinsed it off quick enough. And I didn't notice anything that day, but the following day, because I think that was the Sunday, and the following day I was going to be doing the WIP and chat. But that's when I noticed my hands are sort of red and angry, and I didn't think much of it. And then the following day after that, my hand all blistered up. These two fingers were completely blistered. This down here was all a big blister, so was this. And then the following day after that, my thumb was a big blister as well. And then it took about, I'd say, about a week and a half for most of the blisters to sort of pop and then slowly ease away some of the skin, because obviously there was a few layers of skin missing on all of these fingers. And then eventually the thumb skin came off as well. But gosh, I didn't see that coming. I mean, I didn't expect it, but yes, silly me, very silly me. So that put me out of action for a little while. But we had the viewing, and the viewing went quite well actually on that one. They said they were quite keen. They haven't sold yet, so said they'll come back once they've sold. They put in a lower offer than I wanted, which I said no to. And whether they come back with another offer after that, who knows? Probably not. I think they were just They know the market is for buyers, and I think they're just going around putting in low offers with people and just take whatever low offer they on the house they can get, you know. That's what I think, but who knows. But that was that week. Was put me out of action, but I got a viewing done. The viewing got done in the end, but yeah, I couldn't do too much. That was quite a boring week, because even though it's my left hand, I didn't realise just how much I used that left hand as well, which quite a lot. Yeah. So what else has happened? Okay. Oh, Helen's persuaded me to join Slimming World. Because she really wants encouragement, so I'm going Slimming World now with Helen, friend of mine. Well, she's family friend. She's family and a friend. We're both in-laws, but we get on really well, so we're friend in-laws. Which is unusual, I think, because a lot of in-laws don't really get on, do they? But we do. So yeah, I'm starting to go Slimming World, so hopefully that'll help kickstart a bit more weight. But really, I'm only going to support Helen. But if I lose weight in the meantime as well, then great. That's good for me. What else has gone on? It's just been so hot. The UK is going in and out of heat waves at the moment, crazy heat waves. I think it's about 33 today. It's quite stuffy, quite humid, and not much airflow today. Yesterday was quite a big breeze, so you didn't notice the heat as much. But today is, woo, stuffy. Which obviously the dog has gone to sleep. His dog's passed out, which is a good side to a heat wave. Not being mean, but gives me a bit of a Daisy break, because as you guys probably know, Daisy's a little bit mad. She's a bit of a mad puppy. Which reminds me, I've booked her in to be snipped, so she's going to be spayed, neutered. And when does that happen? I think that happens a day before my birthday. So I think that's 9th of July. So I think tomorrow we've got is it tomorrow or Tuesday? Wednesday. She goes to the vets for her pre-checkup. They like to see her a week before they do the spaying. Just to make sure that she's okay, she's good weight, etc. She's in good health. So she does that on this Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday she goes in for her little op. Bless her heart. So Daisy won't be on her normal fine form that week, I'm sure. But knowing Daisy, she's going to bounce back super quick, I'd have thought. But I wanted to get her zipped up so that she doesn't have her monthly periods, and so that if she comes into contact with males, I haven't got to worry about her, because she's a bit little. She's a little bit long, even for a Dachshund, so I don't think she's breed worthy stock, should I say. Yeah, but she's a fab little pet, and that's all I want from her. So she's going in for a little snippage next week. But yeah, this week I've got to get her in for her viewing for the vet. What else has got to go on this week? I know I've got a doctor checkup. That's just on medication checkup, basic stuff. I think Helen gets her nails done this week. We've overlapped somehow. And my nails are not until the 16th. So I've got to put up with these nails until the 16th. But that's good because it gives my hands plenty of time to recover before I go to the nail salon. And I've already decided what I'm going to have. I'm going to have Winnie the Pooh. I'm going to have Winnie the Pooh nails. Like a child. Yeah. That's fine. But I had another viewing. When was that? I think that was Saturday, just gone, because today's Monday. So Saturday I had another viewing. And that went really well. I've heard back from the estate agent about that viewing, and they said they were super keen, and they said they want to buy it. So as soon as theirs sells, they'll come back with an offer. So it's looking up. It is looking up. We shall see. Because I've heard all this before. So I tend to not get too excited anymore. I used to get really excited hearing those sort of things, thinking, hey, it's all going to move now. And then you're like 2 weeks later, you're still sitting there thinking, well, I thought it was all happening. But no, I've learned. Don't take a lot of notice until, you know, signing of paperwork. That's the only time it counts. I love these beige and browns and mushroom colours. Pretty. Pretty. But 2 good viewings. One after the other. So that's good. But way too much sun. So Daisy's been a bit bored, bless her. And I've been out of action with my hand. But now I'm back at it. So I've been dotting around the house and doing some basic chores and tidying. And really, I've been back on the diamond painting for maybe 2 days now, that's all. And that's since the last WIP. So I had at least, I think, 10 days, 11 days without doing any diamond painting because it just wasn't comfortable. Because even though I'd burnt this hand, it was these 2 fingers at the tops here had blisters. So I couldn't even hold the pen comfortably in this hand. And this hand, because I do a lot of other stuff with holding and that, I thought, okay, I'm going to be staying away from diamond painting for a little while. Right, I've moved down a little bit more. So I haven't really been diamond painting. But I have had a couple of days of doing some crafty stuff. Not very good, obviously, because I've been doing it one-handed. But it's okay. It's only me that's seeing it. Well, and you guys now, because I've shown you a little bit of what I've done. But that's kept me occupied. Because if I didn't have that, oh God, I'd have been pulling my hair out. I'd have been so bored. That's why I'm so eager to move, because then it gives me something to do, because then I can decorate and tidy up and nice. Be busy again. But at the moment, not busy at all. Not busy and not moving and exercising enough. Sat here too much. You know, all of the bad things, I suppose. So now I've got to get off my butt a little bit. But I'm one of those, I need a reason to get off my butt. I have a tough time finding stuff to do to get me up, because everything I want to do is sort of sat in front of the PC. It's like I've got a tablet and my iPhone And I want to connect them so that I can use my tablet for mirroring the screen of my iPhone. So I want to sit and do a bit of research to find out what it is I need to get. So everything makes you want to sit, annoyingly. But I need to do it. But also, oh, I'd love to be out there gardening, but ooh, that's way too hot and sweaty out there. I think everything is just sort of melting. And I did show a quick picture of my little farm. Yeah, it's not a farm. It's just where I've been growing some stuff out the back, that's all. And I've actually grown some lettuce that I was quite proud of. And I've actually been eating the lettuce and the strawberries I've got out there. And I've got some blueberries as well, but they're not ready yet. Blueberries don't arrive till autumn time, so. But they're looking good. But my little farm, if my little farm is suffering, it's too hot. But I've planted way too many lettuces all in one go. I've probably done the fatal mistake that everyone does and just fill up your trough full of lettuce seeds and yeah. What I should have done is done, I don't know, 2 seeds, I don't know, every 4 days or 5 days or something, so that it put a gap in between them. That would have made sense. Or even 2 seeds a week, so that it gave me 2 lettuces a week when they're ready. But no, I filled the whole tray up like you know, like a novice. And now I've got like 20 lettuce out there that there's no way I can eat 20 lettuce. It's only me. I don't even eat lettuce every day. So not sure what you can do with lettuce either, because you can't freeze it. It doesn't particularly store very well either. I don't have a rabbit. What do you do with it? Don't know. It's a shame because, and now the really hot weather's out there as well. I think a lot of them are going to just melt and die soon. But what I should do is go out there and plant 2 seeds. And then the following week plant another 2 seeds. Yeah. Maybe next year I'll have a bit more of a clue. This year was just sort of, I didn't think really anything was going to particularly grow for some reason. I don't know why. But I was told, oh, do lettuce, they're super easy. And they really are. It's not me with a green thumb, it's just lettuce grows like weeds. They grow super easy. But at least I've learnt now, don't plant the whole packet, Chase. Spread them out. And then I planted, I think, 3 little cucumber seeds. And yeah, I've planted them all at the same time as well, so that's another silly error. But these are not normal long sort of telegraph pole cucumbers. These are short stubby ones, sort of this big. I like the little minis, so they might not have many per plant, I don't know. So this is another test that's out there, ready for next year, and I'll try and do it properly next year, because I've got my green stalks, which I've had for a couple of months now. I'm really excited to use, but I thought I was moving at the beginning of summer, and which hasn't worked out, so I didn't fill them up. I thought I'd save them until I move. Well, we're now at the beginning of summer and I'm still here. I could have filled them up really. It's a bit late now, I think, to fill them up. Oh, where did you come from? And I must have just dropped that one. Yeah, I think it's a bit late for this year, so that's on the back burner for spring. So I'm excited for that though. There's one annoyingly there. Shall I do it? I'm going to put that one in. Just because it's sort of showing. Okay. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using those green stalks. That's about my limit on gardening, really, because it's all in one sort of super spinny tower, and yeah, that's perfect. That seems good enough to me. But that'll be next year, next spring. If I've moved by then. But I think I might do it. If I haven't moved, I'm going to do it anyway. Because if I haven't moved by then, oh dear. Oh dear. Whatever happened? It's just, oh gosh, it's been so slow. So slow. Which I understand a lot of people are struggling with paying for things. Everything is super expensive at the moment. All the utility bills, etc., are crazy high. All the taxes are crazy high. And your income is not. And my income is 0. I don't have an income. Yeah. Especially while I'm not moving. So this has been quite a tight year for me as well as other people. So I understand the market is super slow, etc. I get it. But I'm still a little bit impatient to just get on with it. But it seems to have picked up a little bit. I don't want to get too excited, but 2 viewings in quick succession has been a rarity around here. I think especially for bungalows in my price bracket, they've been a little bit slower anyway. It's only been the entry level housing that has been selling, or the super posh housing I've been noticing is selling. I think that's where people are downsizing or selling from one area to a cheaper area, because I live in a fairly cheap area. So any posh houses around here can be moved into with somebody with lots of money. But to them it's not lots of money, because their houses are probably posher in value, if you know what I mean. So things have been a little bit static. But I don't want to get too excited. But it feels like it's picked up a little. Not a huge amount, but a little. But there isn't that much choice to buy either, to be honest. I was out there thinking, okay, I need to have an idea on what I'm going to buy. And I had my eye on 3 houses all in all. 2 bungalows and 1 house. And 2 of them have sold. Doesn't leave me a lot of choice. It's left 1 house. Yeah. Now, if that one sells, gosh, don't know what I'm going to do. There isn't anything that interests me out there, so there's, other than this 1 house that I've been looking at. So I'm in trouble if that one sells as well. Okay, let's move on to H's. Oh, let's have a little drinky. So how are you all getting on? Oh, that's good. Got me normal Coke. Supposed to be drinking water though, Tracy. You're on a diet, girl. I do love a kind of soda though. What was I doing? Oh, little H's. Let's do the little H's. I don't know why there's bright pink in this section. Seems weird the pink being here when the pink has been used for skin. I don't know. There must be something behind me that's got a bit of pink on it. I have trouble when I'm looking this close. I don't recognise the pictures so much when I'm looking at the diamond paintings up this close. Oh, ping! Do you have that? What am I doing? There. I think that's my hair. And this must be a blanket that's laying on the back of the chair, I think. Might have to put the fan on. It's roasting. It's roasting. Dee-dee-dee-dee. So that's what's been happening here. Not a huge amount, but your normal stuff, really. That's life, isn't it? For most of us, really, sort of plodding along doing the normal weekly routines. Ooh. Okay. Is that my H's all done? Let's have a look. Yes. Okay, so I can see a couple of L's, so we'll get them. But then we had Art Dot contact me, offered to send me a little haul, which I really enjoyed doing that haul. That was nice. Love a bit of Art Dot. I've heard so many good things about their putty. I really want to have a go. Has anyone had a go at the Art Dot putty? Is it as good as what I've heard? You have to let me know if you have tried it. And also, apparently there's new trays out. I'm excited. I think it was Kath that was telling me about the Art Dot trays. Which, not the trays that Art Dot sent me with the lids. Kath was saying these trays are got, not the stripes, they got dots. And she says they're really good. I haven't seen those for the UK yet, so maybe they've not been offered around the UK yet. I don't know. But Kath said they're on Amazon US. She tried to post a link, but I think YouTube deleted the link or something. So she couldn't, but yeah. I had a quick look on the Art Dot site UK, but I couldn't see any trays with the dots. But yeah, so they might be worth looking out for. But if any of you have tried them, you have to let us know. Kath says that she's enjoying using them. But I'd like to try them myself as well. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for those. I mean, I've had this this tray for a long time now, which I got from Temu. And it was out of... Oh, I've just put that on an E. Oh, that'd be fine. Yeah, I got this from a kit from Temu. I don't think the kit is made by Art Dot. You know the one that's black with the purple zipper? The hard case. Yeah, I love that. And this tray came out of that kit. And I've used it ever since. And I think the dark colour is good. It could do better with the drills, you know, when you shake. I don't know if the gap is too big or not. I'm not sure, but I don't think I'm a good shaker anyway. I see some people shake a tray and then they all look super lined up. And I think, God, they never do that for me. When I shake the tray, they never look super lined up. So I don't know if it's the tray I'm using or the way I'm shaking the tray. I don't know. Who knows what we're doing next? What should I do next? I'm trying to avoid the big uns because I haven't got time to do those today. I think we're just let's work the H's in. We'll leave all these F and N's for another day. I think we'll work the H's, the M's, the O's and get all that section done there. So let's get me a bit of wax paper back so that I can cover up this section, just so it stops my hands from sticking to it. Okay, doink. Right, onwards. Oh, and then my hand's still hit it. Twist it. There we go, that's a bit better. I think I might need some more wax. But so yeah, that's the next thing I think I'm going to look for is maybe another tray. That's next on my list. Probably not from Temu. I don't think I'll get one from there. If I'm going to get a tray, I want one that's maybe people are commenting on how nice it is, etc. So I got my ears open for some good chatter about trays. I'm quite happy with my cheap pen and maybe the wax. I'm not completely loving this wax, which is the art dot wax that came in the kit of 12 canvases. It fell out of the box, so I thought, oh, I'll use it. Because normally I just use the wax that comes with the kits, because I think, well, it's free, you know. Let's use it. But I really fancy using putty for some reason. And the only putty that I've seen that I kind of want to have a go at is the art dot. It comes in a tin, but it seems quite wasteful when I've got like hundreds of these red waxes that come with the kits. So I do try, like with the cheap nibs and that, I try and use all the freebies that come, well, they're not free, are they? You pay for it in the price of the kit. Try and use that sort of stuff so it keeps the price of your hobby as small as possible. And oh, you'd be so proud of me. I haven't done any diamond painting purchasing. I've been so good. I've done 3 orders with Temu and there's not one diamond painting on any of those orders. How good is that? I know. And it's been a little while since I've done a diamond painting haul. I've been sticking to it. I decided that I've got quite a few in my stash. I decided that I need to stop purchasing until I've caught up a little bit. I don't have to catch up and do them all. I like having a little stash. But I want to catch up a little bit. And it's been saving me some pennies. Because obviously I'm not spending. Which is always a good thing. Yes. And I've got my eye on a seahorse one. In Temu. I think it's because it's all pastel colours. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like there seems to be a few of them. There's one that's different shells and there's one that looks like a message in a bottle on a beach and a seahorse one. And they're really pretty pastel colours. And I've not done a a pretty pastel coloured one. So that one's been catching my eye. And it's been sort of hovering in and out of my basket a few times. So I've been good. Haven't ordered. Yay! So I'm proud of myself. But yeah, the pastel seahorse has been making me quiver over the click button. But I haven't succumbed. I've been good. I think it's because after this one, normally I work by hauls. So I work in the order that I've purchased them, basically. But a recent diamond painting that I purchased that I called Sharon, oh, it's so pretty. It's really making me want to do it next. I don't know whether I should let it bust me out of my routine or not. I don't know. It's not even made it to the drawer yet. It's still sitting on the side. That's how much I want to do it. I haven't even put it away. Because I really like it. It's pretty. But that might win. But there's so many pretty ones in the stash that I want to get to. But I can do with... But I know the Sharon one, she's pretty big. She's another big... I actually fancy doing a little 30 by 40 job again, you know. A little... I've got a few of those little ones because I'm trying to fill up a little portfolio of 30 by 40s. I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. It's like, this one's taken me long enough anyway because I've had a big break in the middle. But also, I found this one very boring. Very boring. I think it doesn't help that it's a picture of me, so that's making me a little bit more bored with it. And there's a lot of black. Way too much black for my liking. So yeah, that's making it boring too. And I've noticed, it's like every now and then when I rub my hands over it, I can feel this one sticking up. Where has it gone? Oh, there it is. See, I've knocked it out. They're not sticking that well to this canvas. So I know I've got to be careful with this because you can feel them sticking up. Look. I think there was 3 in a row there sticking up. So it's going to need a good rolling. I'm going to have to get my brayer out and give it a good rolling. Normally I just bash it with the side of the tray. But I think this one's going to need a rolling because it's not sticking that great. And then I'm going to have to get it sealed because I think even living in a portfolio, they're going to pop out. There's one here somewhere sticking up. I felt it. That's it. But yeah, that's Temu kits, I suppose. That's what you pay for, isn't it? But I can't afford the posh ones. And these are keeping me busy, keeping me going. H's, we got any more H's? My nails, gosh. They really need doing. I've got ages, I've got another 2 weeks to wait yet. I have ordered, funnily enough, on Temu, I ordered an electric-y USB nail file thing. So I might give that a bash. So I might ruin my nails in the next week or so when that comes through. Because I've ordered, I've got half of my Temu order here and the other half's coming. What was that? That was a bang. I might have to go and see if that was the doggy. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. It was Daisy. She knocked over something in the garden. One of the pots. That's fine. Where was I? I have no idea. I don't know. Okay, let's start again. So I came in, I've got a nice colder drink, and I've put me classical music on in the background, and I've put my fan on, so hopefully that's not too noisy. Let's do some M's. But having a bit of a relaxy day. Which most of my days are relaxing, to be honest. I was chatting to Helen, and she's had an offer to go in the lottery for a green card, of all things, for America. And I said, oh, you should do it. That'd be fun. Because we've had chats like one of us could buy an American house and one of us could buy the UK house. And we could spend so many months at each. So I don't know if she's going to go for it, but I don't know if this is legit or not. So now I know they do this type of thing, but she's saying she has to pay, I think it's about $40 to be entered into the chance of a green card. Now, it sounds to me a bit scammy. I don't know. Maybe it is a thing, I don't know, but we're going to have to read up on that. But it got us chatting in as to what state we'd like to go to, etc. And I thought I'd ask some of you guys as to what state you suggest. Because obviously we're looking for somewhere super family friendly, if that's possible, without extreme weather. So I'm not looking for super hot, and I'm not looking for super rain or super cold. I know. Talk about Miss Fussy Pants. I kind of like the seasons. Probably because that's what I'm used to, isn't it? I'm used to the seasons. But what I'd classify maybe as like a really hot summer, you guys, most of you would probably think that that's like a spring. I don't know. But we're having chats about what state we'd consider going to and stuff. But we're thinking, I think we're both thinking West Coast more than East Coast. For some reason. This is loud. Mr. List, you're too loud. I think you're still too loud. Let's turn you down a little bit more. Okay. But yeah, I'm thinking West Coast. But Helen's a bit scared of the old alligator spider things, and I'm a little bit scared of hurricanes and severe weather. So what do you reckon? What do you suggest? Any suggestions out there to what state a typically British old bird should gravitate towards? Any advice would be fabulous. But yeah, really, dead keen to escape the UK as much as possible. But I'd love to do some American. I loved it. I've been to America a few times. The shopping for me, it's some of the stores Oh, that's what I heard as well. I heard that Pottery Barn are coming to the UK. I was so excited. Just for the... I don't think they're opening physical stores in the UK yet. I think they're just opening it to online. But just the thought of being able to get hold of some Pottery Barn stuff is exciting me enough. But yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed some of the cheaper shopping stores, not the expensive stores. I don't really care for like posh stores like Bloomingdale's. I prefer Dollar Tree and stuff like that. But yeah, I love the shopping. Love the shopping. But I've got bad eyes, so driving is it's not good for me. I'm not supposed to drive because I don't see clear enough. Which I might have to get that tested again, you know, because there's probably older people out there driving with less vision than I've got. Might be worth testing again. So really, yeah, I need to be within easy reach of stuff as well. Because obviously I would have to like limo everywhere. It's the list. You annoy me. The old classical music is definitely getting louder. Depends on who you play. I know. Didn't realise Liszt was so loud, but he is. He's sort of a manic classical pianist. Anyway, where was I? All over the place today. I think it's because it's been so long since the previous chat. It's all trying to come out at once. Calm down, Chase. It's fine. There's plenty of time. But yeah, there's so many things rattling around in my head, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's intriguing me. Is that worth even attempting to do at my age? I mean, in this day and age as well, where nobody wants any more foreigners in any country at the moment. Everybody wants all the foreigners to go home and stuff. And here I am wanting to do the same thing. Oh no, it's crazy, isn't it? But I'm way too old, I think, to get any sort of residence in, I'd have thought. It makes me laugh when all these rich people, they sort of come and go as they please. I think, how are you got the ability to just go and live where you want? It just seems so unfair. Anyway, stop whinging, Trace. So that's the thoughts that have been going around in my head. I mean, we're sort of talking about in 2 years' time. So we're trying to plan in advance as to what we could do. Because at that stage, I mean, Helen would have paid off a load of things, so she'll be financially free. And by then I know what I'm doing housing wise. It sort of works well for us, that 2 year thing. So we're looking into stuff as to what is a possibility. I mean, Helen would love to do it, but she wouldn't go on her own. So that's where I fit into the picture, because I'd happily go. I'm up for it. I'm up for an adventure. So it's nice that you've got a friend that you could sort of go with, isn't it? But whether it materialises or not, I don't know. But we're just investigating. So if you've got any advice or suggestions, love to hear it. Love. What should we do next? I suppose we should do O next. But I'm definitely thinking maybe West Coast. I mean, we did think of like the obvious places like Florida, you know, like, I don't know. I haven't been to all of Florida. I've done the bottom and the Keys, and I've done St. Pete's and Treasure Island. Where else? Orlando. Celebration was fabulous. I'd happily buy a house in Celebration. So clean and tidy. But I haven't done anywhere north. I've stuck to like south and central. And of course I haven't really looked at the residential side of it. And what it's actually like. I mean, I've seen, you know, when you've got like some horrible weather coming in, and I've seen pictures of people queuing for hours trying to get up and out of Florida. It looks horrific. And for somebody who hasn't even got a car, I'm thinking, oh my God, maybe that's not the place for me. And the sinkholes are a little bit on the scary side because of all the limestone that it's been built on. A lot of these are sticking up. So I don't know. And I'm thinking Florida's probably going to be too hot for me. I mean, I would happily... Texas floats my boat because steak and cowboys and stuff like that, ranches, yes. I don't think I'd survive the heat. It looks a bit too severe for me. I would permanently live indoors, I think. Which is a little bit sad to sort of go abroad for half the year and then spend it indoors. But really, I want to just live a normal residential life, but fit into the area, fit into the neighbourhood, join in with the neighbourhood, make a few friends. But I'm just not sure what area. Don't know. I think that's the problem with America. There's just too many states to choose from. I'm not good with too much choice. I'm better with small amounts of choices. Give me lots of choices and I just don't know what to pick. I think, oh, I don't know. So yeah. Love to hear from you with suggestions. Would be brilliant. Oh, I've got the air cool fan on. It's nice. It's just starting to cool the room down now. Whew. See, I can't even cope with a little bit of UK weather. Imagine me in Georgia or Texas or... No, I'd melt. Very nice. So what else has been rattling around the heads? I think that's it. That's pretty much the skinny of what's been going on the last couple of weeks. Pretty basic stuff. You guys been up to anything in particular? Or has it all been normal routine-y stuff? Like it has for me, really. It's all been sort of, well, routine in selling houses, I suppose. The upkeep of keeping it tidy and stuff like that is blah. Is that it? But I'm just starting to get into growing things. That's starting to take my fancy now. Let's do, I missed a few H's there. How did I miss them? I'm going to leave F and N's and do all of the others. So we've got some 2's over there, so let's put them in. But I've been glad to see the back of this canvas. Right, let's bring that here for a minute. Got this one. So we've got a couple of 2's. Put the 2's in, little 2's. And 2 little ducks went swimming one day. And that's it. Is that it? There's a 3 there, but can you be a 2? Is there much difference in colour? A little bit. Okay. I'll wait and actually put a proper number in that one. Which is rare for me, because normally I just think, oh, you'll do. But I'm actually being good. Let's put the 3 in while I've got it in my hand. Doink. There it is. There's the number 3. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So what have we got here now? We've got some odd ones. So we've got a left arrow and what I classify as a moustache. Let's get the moustache out. There's what I'm classifying as a moustache. 2 down slants. I think it's only 1 weird one, odd one. So that's the moustache, and we got a left arrow, which is much paler, and that's the arrow. Let's put the odd ones in. There's the arrow, and this is the moustache. Okay, now we've got 1 R, just 1 R, and we got 2 E's. Let's get them out. Let's get the R. Nice red one. Here she comes. We got a couple of E's. Right, let's put them in. So that's the R. And this is the 2 E's. One there. Oh, get on my pen. It's over here somewhere. There it is. And we've got, they're all FNs now. There's one little number 6 over here, and we've got the 4 dots here. Let's put the 4 dots in. Just because it's on the end. And we need a number 6. Another odd one, so, oh. You get back in the pot, thank you. So that's the number 6, which was over here somewhere, there. And this is the 4 dots. Right on the end, plonk. And we've got, they're all FNs now, except for that little cluster of H's. So we'll do those cluster of H's and call it quits there. Lovely stuff. Because I think I've caught you all up to date on what I have and haven't been up to. And what's been rattling around in my head. So we'll plonk these in. And then I'll think about having some lunch. What is the time? I don't know. I don't even know what the time is. Let's put my PC back on. Is that it? That's the H is done, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Other than F and N's to finish off this section. Nice. Okay. Right. It is 1 o'clock. Bang on time, Trace. Nice. Go, girl. We're going to call it quits there this week. And later on tonight, I'll finish this little section off. Put that kind. Right, swap the glasses. Let's have a look at what we've achieved. Let's get my other glasses on. Okay. Ooh, right. Okay, that's coming on quite nicely. Oh, it is some sort of blanket in the background. I wonder why there is all these pink things. They're flowers, aren't they? Are they? Oh, they're on the windowsill behind me. Oh. I was confused as to why there's these flowery things behind me. It's not until I stand right back on some of them that I can physically see a lot of it. But I think it's coming out quite nicely. What do you think? It's not bad, is it? I mean, it's made me realise I need to be careful as to what pictures I send up from now on. This one had too many dark colours in it for me, and I've got a little bit bored doing it. But I'll get that probably finished today, and then I've got just 3 more sections before I decide whether to move on to the Sharon canvas or stick to my rule of doing it in order. I don't know. I might do a little one in between doing the Sharon one. See how many I can actually get done before I give in to doing the pretty one. But first, I'm gonna get on with my diamond painting logbook that I'm working on, my little folder. I'm waiting for a die to come through on the next Temu haul so that I can start printing out the pictures again. I might go and take all new pictures of all of the canvases that I've done. If I can't get a picture, what I should have done is every time I ordered it online, is kept a picture of that image from the site and printed that out. That would have probably been the easiest thing to do, but I didn't. But that's fine. But I'm liking that one. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy doing this section, which is why it's been left till last. The face. But anyway, that is this week's little catch up. Let's have a chat in the comments. Anything that I've forgotten. I mean, we stopped halfway through and I lost my train of thought. So I don't know if I left questions open-ended or not. I have no idea. I'm a little bit scatterbrained this week. But we'll be doing a Temu haul as soon as my Temu delivery comes. So I will get to having a chat with you on that when that happens. So until then, thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to chat to you all soon. Until then, take care, look after yourself, and I'll see you later. Okay? Bye for now. Bye.